Hey guys, happy Monday. So sorry I didn't make a video last week, but I'm here to give you my analysis for this week, and I'm recording this while Melvin is napping, so it's going to be a quick video. I'm going to try to quickly go over the charts that I sent last week in my Telegram, and then give my analysis for what I think is going to happen this week. So stay tuned. All right, so I'm starting with Nas, and I'm starting with what I sent in Telegram last week. So I sent like a little message trying to explain what my chart means. Hopefully this made sense to some people and they got to make some money off the move. But I was waiting for, or Nas did break and retest my minor trend line, but I was waiting for a break below the blue zone before I hopped into a sell. And then I was looking to sell it down to my major trend line, but price break above my blue zone that was like above. I will wait on the retest and look for buys. So this was the chart I sent, and I'm mad. I really should have sent if it like broke above this minor zone. Could have got like a minor entry up to this blue zone. So I don't know if anyone picked up on that. Hopefully someone did. But if you just waited on the break and retest, I'm gonna go to the live chart and see what ended up happening on the 1 hour time frame. This is the same setup, same zone. So when price broke above, this was what I was talking about before. That was an easy entry. You could have bought up to this zone, but that's fine. If you waited for the break, like if you got in at just a break, that could have been an entry. Or if you waited on the retest, I ended up setting a limit, and the retest didn't happen until Friday, which was NFP Friday. So that was the retest, and then the market closed. When it opened back up, it kind of finished off. However, price didn't quite reach that green zone. But depending on if you entered on the break, that went easily 2,000 pips in profit if you waited on the retest and waited for it to play out again over 2,000 pips in profit. So you should have made some money in close, even though it didn't meet the overall target. And then now where we are currently, today I did take a sell just because I saw divergence and price looked like it was respecting that zone. I did hit stop loss, but I got back in and I made back. But I was only looking to trade it here because I wanted to see if price was going to bounce off this zone like it did previously, or if we were going to see price break this through this zone. So what I'm looking for this week, I'm going to delete this now. That was last week. So for this week, what I am looking for is I'm looking to see if price is going to bounce and respect these zones. I did add these minor zones in because price has been playing off of them. So, just being cautious in these will be areas I would TP at. If I did decide to get in, I'm being patient with the entry. However, if price does break through the zone, if you wait on a break and retest, I would be looking to take it to like the S2. There's like a little level in here. Ultimately to this blue zone, possibly, right? Because I will also be coming back to this major trend line, which is what I was looking for last week. However, price, breaks through these zones and really respects this level, like it looks like it's kind of doing right now. There's no way to be sure. But if price does respect this and start to break through these levels, then I will see price coming up to this green zone up here. So that's kind of what I'm looking for Nas. Oops. So that's kind of what I'm looking for Nas. We might see some consolidation because we are in a consolidation zone. You're going to see that with a lot of the pairs that I'm going to go over for the week, is we're in consolidation zones for those areas. So for pivots, whenever we're in like the R5S3 area, that is a zone a consolidation or a place where you'll see, or you typically see a lot of consolidation. So knowing that, I know, okay, we could see consolidation in here before Nas really picks a direction. So it's better just to be patient and wait on that. We can move on to the next pair. Next, I'm gonna do the DXY. So the DXY was at the top of my channel. So I was saying price can either respect my channel and come down to the bottom of the channel, or price can break out of this channel and come up to this area here. So we can look at the DXY and you can see, I'm looking at the 4-hour chart, but we were in a consolidation zone, and that's kind of really what price did, was kind of consolidate in this area. Price looked like it was breaking above, and it did get close to this blue zone, but it respected it and came back down and bounced back up. So overall, it's been respecting this 1-hour area. So I will be looking to see if price is going to respect this 4-hour area and bounce up. You know, if it bounces to this zone and then if it breaks this level, taking it up to this blue zone. However, if price breaks below this blue zone and breaks back into this channel, then I'll be looking to see if price is going to come down to the bottom of this channel to this blue 1-hour zone. So kind of the same thing I was looking for last week, again this week. All right, so for AUDUSD, I was waiting for a break of my minor trend line, and I was looking to trade AU to the bottom of my channel. And then if we broke above there to this green 4-hour zone here. Now, if we look at AU, we got a break of the minor trend line. I ended up getting in like New York the next day, and I saw we were at the monthly level, so I kind of just set my entry based off of that. And I ended up taking it to the, I think this was the R6. Yeah, the R6. So this was about 69 pips for that move. And then once price got to this green zone, price actually, bounced off of it. So could have caught itself back down. And then price respected this purple zone and then bounced up from there. So now we're back at the bottom of this channel again. And it sounds like Melvin just woke up from his nap. 1 second. So we're back at the bottom of this channel and we're back at this green zone. So on the higher time frame, we actually are in that consolidation zone that I mentioned earlier. We're in that R5 S3 zone, and you can see price has been consolidating in here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a little bit more consolidation. However, it's if we see price break above this green zone, then I'd be looking to see if price comes first to the middle of this channel, so at the +1, then the top of the channel in the green zone being like the overall TP. However, if we see price break strongly below this zone, even like a break and a retest, similar to how I did here, like it broke below and then it retested, and that would have been like a good entry. If we see something similar to that, then I'd be looking to take it back down to the purple zone. So kind of just going around the zone with it this week. Let's see, I can draw a minor trend line. Price to break below this trend line for like confirmation, and it would be kind of a late entry. But it'd be like the safest bet to wait on the break of the minor trend line and just take it down from there. So that's what I'm looking for AU. And then if I get any updates like later on throughout the week, I definitely will send chart updates. Even though I'm like always late with these videos and I know I'm supposed to do them on Monday, I just kind of like doing them later because it gives me time to like let the market kind of do what it does and give you analysis from there. But I'm definitely going to work on sending more chart updates throughout the week. But that's all I see for AU. Just kind of wait and see how it reacts to this zone and then trade accordingly. So for this one, I said AU broke out of my selling channel, so I would be looking for price to go to the P4. So I wasn't even saying break and retest or anything. I was basically saying like buy, like calling goodbye without a buy. But it already broke and retested out of my channel. So, and price was at the S0, so I was automatically looking for it to come to the P4. So if you look at AJ from last week, depending on where you got in, if you got in like as soon as I sent the screenshot, price did pull back like 46 pips. I ended up getting in the next day, the next morning at like New York. When I saw this candle breaking above this zone is really when I got my entry. And I carried it up to my level up here. So that was, I caught 90 pips, but for my markup, it was like 118 pips. So not a bad move. And then when price got here, this was also the top of the channel. So that was a nice sell back down to the bottom of the channel, back to this zone. And then price ultimately bounced from there. So now we're kind of in the middle of the channel. We're in the middle of zones. And we're kind of getting near that, or we're in that consolidation zone. So this week is kind of tricky to call AJ. But when AJ is trending, it usually stays trending. So I would want to see it come up to this zone and then see how it reacts from that zone. If it breaks above, I'd be looking to take it to the top of my channel. If it respects this zone, I'd be looking to take it to the bottom of this channel. But the safer entry for the sell would really be like the break below this zone and below this channel. And then I'd just be looking to take it to the next zone. Because that would really confirm that, okay, it's going to at least sell down to this zone. And that's about a 60 pip move. And then if it breaks that zone, obviously come back down to this zone. But I would just have to wait to see what it does. Right now, we're in the middle. So I'm not completely sure, but I would really rather wait below this zone, below this channel for the safest entry and just take it to the zone, if that makes sense. But we could see some consolidation for AJ this week. EURUSD has been consolidating for a long time, so I was waiting for it to break out of this consolidation. I wanted it to either break above this green zone or below this blue zone. You did neither, so I didn't trade EU last week. It's still consolidating in this zone, but it's starting to kind of form this trend here. So for this week, I'm waiting to see if price is going to respect this trend line. It did break this buy trend line that I had here. Kind of look at break and retest. So I want to see if it's going to respect this sell trend line. You know, if it respects this zone, you could look to take it to this blue zone. However, if price breaks above this trend line, then I'd be looking for price to come to this zone. So I'm kind of basically the same as last week. But I wouldn't be opposed to like catching a quick sell down here because it is consolidating in this zone. But I really want EU to break out, and so that way it's like an easier way to get in because I haven't been trading it this whole time. It's been in consolidation. All right, so for GJ, I had it reaching this green zone, but I was like, it could pull back before reaching that green zone. So this, what those arrows meant, like it could pull back and then come to the zone, right? So now let's look and see what GJ did. All right, I have a lot of fibs up here, so bear with me. But this was the setup for last week. So GJ did pull back, but it didn't pull back as far as I thought it would. But when I saw price here, I think it was like New York, whenever I was trading this, I just went ahead and got in the buy to the green zone. So that played out perfectly. And then ended up getting into a sell. And I didn't mention that in my markups, but I was looking for price to sell from this green zone. So the way it, you know, I had the wick rejection, I was just like, all right, bet. So I got into the sales and I caught a nice little move with GJ last week. Before the buy move that I did give out, that was 145 pips. And then the sell move that I got in didn't mention, that was like 240 pips. And it sold back down to the bottom of this channel and then it bounced back up to this green zone, but price really has been respecting this green zone. So for this week, we are in the consolidation area, so we could see some consolidation, but I would want price to break out of this channel and below this blue zone for me to sell it down to this next zone. But if we see price break above this green zone and break out of this channel, because this is a channel here, then I'll be looking to take it to like this purple zone to the top of this channel. So hopefully that makes sense. So it's kind of just waiting on breakouts, waiting for price to break out of that consolidation zone. Hey, baby. And last but not least, we have gold. So I had gold coming back to my major trend line and then bouncing up from there. But if price broke below my major trend line, I was looking for price to come back to this green zone. So now, if we look at it, price did not pull all the way back how I thought it was going to, but I did see divergence on the 1 hour. So I sent a chart update and I was like, if price breaks this minor trend line, then you could just buy up to that green zone. So price did break that minor trend line. So I bought up to the green zone. And I just TP'd there. I wanted to wait and see how price was going to react in this zone, like whether we're going to see price do a strong breakout or price is going to respect it. Price ended up respecting this zone, but it didn't break below my trend. So for this week, I'm interested to see how it's going to react to the zone. If we get a big breakout, I could see it coming up to this blue zone. But if we get a break below this trend line that I have here, this is my major trend line, then I could see price coming to this blue zone. But that's what I'm looking at for gold. And that's all my analysis for the week. So hopefully this was a quick to the point video, but it was helpful for you for your analysis this week. Make sure you like the video, you comment down below if you have questions. Make sure you join the Telegram. Ask me questions in the Telegram if you have any. And I will be back next week to go over my analysis. And I have a lot more stuff coming on the way. I'm working really hard. So I will see all of you guys next Monday.